Fallout New Vegas, the game that is widely regarded as the definitive Fallout experience. The game that everyone should play, and the game that everyone deems as a peak of a Fallout. But is it actually that good? In this video, we're going to be reviewing Fallout New Vegas without actually spoiling a lot of things, despite the game being more than a decade old. And we will be deciding whether it is worth it to buy or play right now, more than a decade after its release. So, without further ado, let's just get it started. And as always, as with every single one of my videos, I'm going to be giving you the answer right away. And the answer is yes, 100%. What did you think? Did you even think that I would say that Fallout New Vegas is not worth it? Of course, this is the best of the Fallout games. And despite its age, it's must play for every gamer. But let's in short discuss, without wasting a lot of time, why. So, Fallout New Vegas. So Fallout New Vegas actually came out 2 years after Fallout 3, and by its looks, it's very reminiscent of it. It looks almost exactly the same, but unlike Fallout 3, where the green was the main color tint, here it is, well, brown. Because unlike irradiated Capital Wasteland, you are playing at, well, desert. Mojave Desert around Las Vegas, to be exact. And if not that tint, it would be very difficult to differentiate these two games, because they look quite the same. At least graphically. And first, let's get rid of the gameplay thing, because that's very easy to say. If you have played any of the Fallout games, Fallout 3 or even later Fallout 4s, this game is practically exactly the same as that one. Well, of course, more closer to Fallout 3. The shooting mechanics is very similar, the VATS mechanics is very similar, movement mechanics, radiation mechanics, injuries and things like that, they're all pretty similar. But where the game is a little different, or rather I would say a little better than its predecessor, is in its perks. And the perks make this game quite different. You see, as you start the game, you're choosing few different perks. And these perks can actually change the game quite a lot. Which at first might not seem that way, but they do. But like in many cases, they can give you different dialogue options that will affect your entire playthroughs. Like allowing you to go through entire quest lines without even fighting anything. Or just, well, force everyone to fight you. Perks can also give you different stat boosts like in regular things, or change gameplay in some more unexpected ways. And I don't want to spoil actually what perks can do, because yeah, you need to actually see and experience this. And gameplay wise, I would not say that there are a lot of differences and a lot of innovation, especially with the combat, because yeah, the combat was never the strong part of a Fallout series. The same is with the graphics, but where a game really shines is in its, well, story and the world building. And this is the reason why Fallout New Vegas is deemed not just one of the best Fallout games, but one of the best games, period. The world here is insanely rich and insanely full, and despite the world being pretty small, every single corner has its own story, has its own quest lines, and to be fair, I cannot even say anything about any dull quest lines. The quests are insanely cool. The world around you is incredibly rich and vivid and in constant state of warfare. 3 main factions and a few dozen lesser factions are actually fighting in control of these territories. And it's up to you to decide who will become victorious, or even if no one will come out victorious, or you will plunge entire New Vegas and its surroundings into complete anarchy. And yeah, this is literally the option as well. And despite me wanting to spoil a lot about this game and a lot of its stories, I really don't want to, because not enough gamers played this game despite it being very praised, and I really want you to experience it. If you have played Fallout 4, and if Fallout 4 or even, unfortunately, Fallout 76 were your first Fallout games, and you must go back and play New Vegas. But it's not without its faults. The game is actually notoriously difficult to run on the PCs. Yeah, and that's an unfortunate reality. I played 2 versions on a PC, the Steam version and GOG version, and to be fair, GOG version was much more stable for me. Even though I had a few hiccups and glitches, but nothing that I was not able to fix with mods. And if you're interested whether I'm using mods for my Fallout New Vegas, well, in this case, I wasn't. And the only mods I was using are actually the bug fixes and things like that. But why those stories are actually that good? Well, because the entire game is focusing around characters and different choices that you can do with those characters. Every major or even every minor character has their own past and has their own motivations and why they're doing certain things. And they're conveying this in such a great way that it's impossible to not fall in love with those characters and with this world itself. And the quest and the world and different factions are so intertwined with each other that it's, well, simply insane. Again, it's very difficult to talk about this without even spoiling even very minor quest lines, and I really don't want to spoil that one as well. I really don't want to even spoil your main quest line. This, let me tell you, it's pretty interesting. And your role of someone who starts from nothing and goes to, well, into something is pretty interesting and amazing. The game is also pretty amazing on how it guides you towards the best path, because you are basically free to move wherever you want from the very beginning, but the strategic placement of some mobs, like for example Death Claws in the world, just forces you, not just forces you, but suggests to you to move into some more predetermined path around this world to see as much as possible, despite the world not being very large. So game is available on Steam for the base price of $9.99 for tier 1 countries and $6.99 for tier 2 countries, and it can go as low as $2.49 for tier 1 countries and $1.74 for tier 2 countries. The game's Ultimate Edition is also available on the Game Pass, so you can play game with every DLCs if you want, which you should play. So overall, is this game worth for those prices? Well, yes, I would pay full price for this game as well, but just because the game is old, I would just wait for any sales, because yeah, you can get game for cheaper prices, so why would you want to pay the full prices? If you want to support game, if you want to support such an amazing game, yes, of course you can do that. But otherwise, if you have never played it, yeah, just go and wait for a sale. For $2, it's completely no-brainer. So why this game is absolutely worth it? Well, let me paint you this picture. This game came out 1 year before Skyrim. And only reason why this game is not one of the biggest games of all time is because Skyrim came out just 1 year after it. New Vegas was published by Bethesda, but was not made by them, it was made by Obsidian. But the stories and the world developers has made are simply insane. It should be experienced by every gamer. This game is the reason why I absolutely hated Fallout 76. Because I was actually playing this game not long before I started playing Fallout 76 for the review. And yeah, compared to what world of Fallout can actually give you, well, Fallout 76 does not deserve to be even in the same sentence as Fallout New Vegas. Not even in the same franchise. This game is that good. Only thing that you might not love about Fallout 76 is its dated gameplay, but yeah, if you're gonna look past it, and you probably will because it's not even that dated, you're gonna be greeted with an insane world that you will fall in love very quickly and won't be able to fall out of love for a really long time. And I'm pretty sure anyone who played this game closer to its release, or even right now, or even closer to present, yeah, will agree with me on this one. So good, just go and grab Fallout New Vegas and enjoy it. Well, I guess this will be it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.